honest truth, people, is that this job is a blessing for this fetish, and every day I can sniff the worn underwear of some truly hot woman. Yes, people, I pick up the panties, shove it up my nostrils and smell. Oh! Long story, try to keep it short, working on Legend of the Seas. As most would know at the time, shoppies were big drinkers. Yes, we were still up at 5 a.m. and got called to the manager's office, thinking someone got into a fight or slept with a passenger. Manager told us there was a terrorist threat to Americans on board. Good God, Giles, good God! A note found in toilets saying they will kill all Americans on board. Good Lord, people, good Lord. FBI came on board. Their dogs used our crew area as their poop deck. Still remember everyone clapping as they came on board. A bit weird. Eventually discovered it was a 23-year-old girl that was pregnant, that wanted to go home to see her boyfriend that got out of jail. This sounds like a right slapper. Anywho, how they found her, she left another note in her own room and they matched the ripped note to the notepad in her room. And she sounds like a dumb bitch. Anywho, for icing on the cake, 1, her family stayed on board to finish the cruise. 2, they interviewed her boyfriend on CNN, who said he didn't want anything to do with the bitch. Good Lord. Good Lord. Also, as it was all happening, they made us open the shops to give passengers something to do. We were all still drunk and tipsy. And I remember people complaining they wanted to get off the ship to see the volcano. We were in Hawaii. I worked on board. We had a swinger group on board. Nasty couples who want to indulge in filth and fornication. They had their own private bar area for their activities at night. I had to go in one morning while they were gone to fix some stuff. I went in and put my hand down a chair. It was sticky from an unknown liquid. I had to get bleach and gloves to finish the work. Number 2. Lady got off a ship in Port Canaveral. She didn't want to fill in customs forms, so she shouted in the middle of the customs area that she would rather blow up the ship than fill in the form. Bitches these days be crazy. Number 3. Christmas cruise to Jamaica and a 50-year-old boy got arrested for buying weed. His father wanted to leave him there to teach him a lesson, but as he was under 18, an adult had to stay in Jamaica, and so the father had to stay and miss Christmas cruise. Good God. Good God. Number 4, people. You know how they always tell performers to imagine the audience naked if they are nervous. Well, we had bar necessities cruise, no immigrations needed. Number 5. Cruise down in Australia. One of the crew who was from one of the Pacific Islands decided to quit as the ship was leaving his home island. Whoa. Jumped overboard to swim home. Literally, people, he jumped overboard to swim home. Problem was, it was about a mile away when he jumped. He had to be rescued. Caboose San Lucas tender drunk guy decided not to use the gangway and tried to jump to the ship as we were docking. The dumb bastard. He missed the ship and fell between the ship and the tender. Luckily, he wasn't hurt. Number 7, people. One of the music charter cruises out of LA. 70 people got arrested at the end of the cruise and one guy passed out in the immigration hall. Well, long story short, I was caught smoking with 2 others. By the time security came, all of it was smoked, so they found no goddamn weed. The security told me to tell them where I got the weed so they don't have to report it to customs. Even though I was nervous as fuck, I refused to give any info because I'm not a goddamn snitch since they were recording me on body cams. They questioned me and I denied everything. They even used tricks like not letting me use the bathroom so I couldn't wash my hands since they were going to test my prints for weed residue. Bloody hell, they're going on like CSI. Obviously, the other 2 ratted since customs were at my door the next morning. Goddamn snitch. No snitching over here, people. No snitching over here. They brought a dog in and found nothing. The customs guy told me I'd be okay if they didn't find anything and if I didn't smuggle. Thus, I told him I bought $20 worth on the boat. I needed some of that weed. I needed some of that star dog, people. Yes. And he was cool with it since nothing was found. I got off, although this was scary as fuck, wondering how I should have played my cards or if I did everything right. Thanks.
Batman and Red, sandbox of fun. Get ready, guys and girls. Guess the next movie. Guess the next movie. Last guess. Tell us your answers in the comments.
Hello. This is something I've been carrying for several years, and for obvious reasons I couldn't confess to anyone. I need to get it out because in part I'm ashamed. I'm so ashamed, people, and guilty about what I've done. Good God. So here is the story. Several years ago, I started working as a steward in a major cruise line. My job basically consists of cleaning the cabins when the guests disembark on ports or go out and do activities on the ship. The work itself is total grind and I work long hours, but it beats any pay I could get at home, and I get to travel the world like Christopher Columbus, people. Good God, I get to travel the world and see and know a lot of different things. Since I was a teenager, I've had a thing for women's underwear. Yeah. It started with my aunt that lived with us, and several times I raided her drawers for her panties and bras. I just wanted them, people. When I pick up the panties and I push them up my nostrils, I'm like, oh. The smell of women's vagine and fabric is intoxicating. Anywho, in every cruise route, it's mostly retirees and old couples, but there's always several attractive women staying in the ship as well. People, we're talking all ages, 18 plus, all nationalities, and all races. Good God. Good God. In the few days, you get to see and greet all the guests whose cabins you're assigned to, and there you get an idea, people, on where are the cabins of all the attractive women, and take notes. Yes, I got a notepad. I take the notes where they are located at. I also have access to a tablet of the ship with the most of the general guest information, and I use that info to find their social media and see more of them and stroke my sausage. Yeah, I stroke it and stroke it, then explode. Good God. Good God. When I start cleaning the cabins, normally all the halls and surrounding are very empty because everyone is out eating or down in the ports. I usually take advantage of these moments to fulfill my fetish. I usually don't have much time to spare doing the cleaning, so I can't take too long, but it's usually very easy to peek in the drawers and explore the guest's underwear without being seen. Yes, I am sly, people. Sometimes I'm surprised at the amount of women that straight up leave all their clothes scattered in their cabin, the dirty bitches, and I see their dirty thongs on the floor and bras hanging out in the open. People, when I say this is paradise, this is paradise. Yes. Since most guests want their cabin cleaned daily, I can see how each woman is soiling day by day all their panties. Good God, people, these dirty bitches just arouse me. Ooh. And bras she brought along for the trip, and of course, sniff and taste every piece of worn underwear. Good God, people, it's like a drug. Ooh, just sniff it, just shove it up my nostrils and smell. Ooh. The honest truth, people, is that this job is a blessing for this fetish, and every day I can sniff the worn underwear of some truly hot woman. Yes, people, I pick up the panties, shove it up my nostrils and smell. Oh, God, what a blessing. People, I'm very selective on where and when I stroke off my sausage. All of this is hard work, people. What I can tell you is that I definitely masturbate 2 times a day minimum, sniffing underwear. Good God, people. Good God. I have way too many Pacific stories about this, and I've sniffed everything from MILFs to the worn, sweaty gym clothes of some truly spectacular woman with hefty social media followings. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. God, I have sinned on a cruise ship. Thongs of 2 sisters at the same time. Oh God, it's glorious. And of mothers and daughters 18 plus simultaneously. She. Yes, people, yes, I am a dirty bastard. I've sniffed panties from Asians, black ladies, thick thighs, Latinas, blondes, redheads, Arabic women who are Ramadan ready. She. People, all nationalities. I've sniffed a lot too. Colombia, Brazil, Argentina, Canada, USA, France, Italy, Sweden, Australia, China, Philippines, Japan, and many more. Good God. I've just exploded in my panties, people. Good God. Ooh. I like to focus specially on the thongs of women within very nice arses.
Spicy.
Or especially great tits. I'm always on the lookout for the women that hit the gym more often. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, people. And bras is what makes me climax the fastest. If you guys like this, share the interest. I can tell some Pacific stories about some especially memorable women and their underwear. What a nasty bastard, people. Nasty bastard.